As you can tell, today is nice and warm here in Texas. Got my coat on. It was 24 degrees when I woke up. I want to do a video on the different products I use, things like the fuel tank, the suspension stuff, and show you what I used, how I used it. Vintage Air is just to name a few of them. And I'm going to go over, talk a bit about each one. Uh, how did it work out for me? Were there a few things that I had to do and things like that? So that's where this video is going to go, and that's what I'm going to be talking about in a couple of seconds. All right, so my donor car for this build was a 2012 Camaro SS. This was an L99 that I took out the DOD and things like that, and put in a cam. So yeah, basically I turned it into an LS3. DOD's out, put in a stage 1 cam. It came with a 6L80E from the donor car. That's what's going to be the drivetrain in this truck. And it just fit with minor modifications. So if you're thinking about putting an LS3 in these trucks, it fits pretty well. You don't have to do any firewall modifications. The only thing I had to do was change the tunnel on the inside and go from a stock tunnel from an automatic to a tunnel cover from a, I guess, 3-speed back then, and it gave me enough clearance to put in the tranny. All right, gas tank is from boydswelding.com. They'll move the pieces around for you, so I had fill it, put where I wanted. They have the electronic, fuel pump is inside there, sending unit. I think this thing holds about 20 gallons. It's a good fit. It's already made for this truck. You just tell them where you want to fill in that and stuff in case you want it to come out of the bed. I got it coming out of the fender. But well worth the fit and finish it's got. So for the front, I wanted to get something that had some speakers in it. So I got these custom auto sound, and they're kick panels for a 55 to 59 Chevy truck. And they normally hold a 4-inch speaker, but I put in a 5.5, and it still came out pretty good. The fit's really good. The screw holes, they're right on. That's a good fit, and they were simple to put in. You can paint them. They come in black. You can paint them for any color you want, and you get a left and right driver's and passenger side with them. So well worth the effort, man. It would save me a lot of time, and I like them. So that's what I put in here and wanted to pass that on. All right, Dakota Digital RTX for a 55 Chevy. This is what I put in here. It talks to the ECU through their BMI product, and it's a little controller that plugs into your CAN bus. I'll go ahead and I'm going to take that out for a second so I can show you how I put the inside in and where I put the controller and the BIM module. So I'm going to pause for a second so I can take it apart. All right, so what I'm showing you here is that is the controller for the RTX. And this is the BIM 01-2, which talks to your ECU and then puts all the information into the controller. This controller can hook up directly to the sensors, or it can talk to the BIM. Sorry. Alright. To the left over here, let's see if I can do this without messing up. I can barely see it, but right there, down in here, is my CAN bus. And each module just plugs into the bus. That's a 4-port CAN bus, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But that's how it connects to the ECU. So I'm going to talk about these speaker enclosures I got. They're 6x9s. They're made out of steel. They're made from a guy by the name of Jeff Drew at 73-87.com. They're really nice fit. They're all steel. I painted them black. And I'm going to pause so I can get closer to that and show you how it looks, because I got the light over there. Okay, I'm back. And these are basically all steel. I put this on here. But it's got a really nice fit. I did a really good job in measuring these things out and making them. You see how I got it down here, and I put a little seal on that. But they're really good. I like the way they fit and finish. Steel, they bolt down in there, so they sound pretty good. But if you guys are interested in putting some speakers in the back of your trucks, I'd give this guy a call. He does a great job on fabrication, so I'm glad I found it. Saved me a lot of time, and he did a really good job, and I'm really impressed with it. I wanted to pass that knowledge on, so if you're putting speakers in the back, give these a shot. So I want to go over what I'm using for my column is Jegs, JEGS.com. They sell these columns. I think this one, I don't remember if it's a 30-inch or a 32-inch column. Comes with a light, so when you turn on your lights, it illuminates. So I talked about these before, but I'm using a low car steering linkage kit. I'm using a low car shifter kit that goes for the automatic 6L80E, which goes from my column to the shifter. I'm using the low car e-brake system, which I just had to make one piece for it to make it all work. But you buy them in two pieces. They got the universal back end, which I have them going to my disc brake system, and then the front end, which I used the one for the Chevy cars with a little modification. It worked really good. So another product I like, been using for years. I haven't had problems with them. They seem to make really good products. But low car for some of your needs, and I don't get paid none of this for this. Alright, cold air intake. I use Sickies, if I'm saying that right. If I don't, I apologize. Right now I don't have the sensor in there because I need to take this off. I had to put a nipple in over here, which is going to go to my intake of this valve cover. There's a nipple right there it's going to go to. Good product, fit nice, did what I wanted, so well worth the mentioning. TCI, independent front suspension. This is a custom version, which comes with tubular A-arms, and it also comes with coilover. I'll show you a better video when I take a different angle. Welds in, and it also comes with a sway bar in the front. Let me see if you can see any of that. Put a little light over here. I'm going to take a different angle so you can see it a little better. This is the wheel side, the wheels off, so I can do this little video. You can see the top of the coilover. Let me pause for a second, get to a different angle. Okay, so now a little bit better. You can see the coil over there, the two A-arms, the rack and pinion. It is power. The only thing you can't see, which would be hooked up to right about there, is the sway bar. They got a welding cross member that I like the way it fits. Their fit and finish is really good. One thing you do have to do is you have to notch. You can see right above the rack and pinion. You have to notch the frame to get it all to fit. And TCI makes some really good products. I like them. I've been using them for years. I'm going to stop and pause. I want to show you inside the engine where the coil attaches to. Alright, this is the top of the cross member. You see where the top A-frame connects right there. And the coil, if I can get over here, right about right there is the top where the coil connects to. All weld in, good product, really like it. So that is the TCI custom independent front suspension. Okay, TCI 4-link. That's what I put in. I've used their products before. I usually use their leaf springs. First time using a 4-link. Let me see how it goes in on the 55 Chevy. I got it welded into a 10-bolt, and I got my sway bar. That's an option you can get with it. I put sway bar in the front, sway bar in the back. Coil over. And they give you the bar here comes with it that you can put your coils on. And these are adjustable coils that come with this kit. Really nice little setup. I think I'm going to like it a lot over the leaf springs. So I got TCI in the front, TCI in the rear, and TCI I'm using for the master brake cylinder. TCI products. So I'm using US Radiator. What's nice about it is you can get the custom fan shroud in the front. I got it with the 2 fans. I use, high and low. It's a real nice fit. This one's made for the LS engines that can go into the 55 to 59 Chevy pickups. They make the regular style that bolt right in, which goes, that looks like the stock, but you can get them in more cores and everything. This thing fit really good. All I had to do, just because of my setup, I had to move it over this way a little bit, but it allows you for a little movement. I don't know if you can get a good picture. Let me get the I'm going to go back and get the light so you can see this side. I mean, with an LS engine and everything and this big radiator, I do got some space in there, which is nice. With the 2 fans, I was worried about how much space I was going to have. And there's about 2.5, 3 inches between the radiator and the pulleys. Did have to custom make my hoses, for the intake and outtake. The thing I like about it, and I've used them before, they're really good. I mean, there's a bunch of different radiators you can get, but this one's for an LS in the 55 to 59 Chevys. And you see it fits nice. A lot of space in here. A lot of space in between the 2. Running 2 fans, 2 electric fans, so great product. Bye. So I wanted to talk about the wheels I went with, which are US wheels. Let's see them over here. They are the Hot Rod Flat Black, and I went with the Chevy hubcaps. The US wheels makes a real good tire. I mean, really good wheels, so that's why I went with them. I went with a stock offset in the front, which I think was 4.5, and in the back, since those are 9-inch, I went and had that a custom and made the right in the middle, which was the 4.5. Normally I think they're set at 5, so I changed the offset a little bit. But they do a really good job. Got that from Jegs, JEGS.com. And I got a veteran's discount. They didn't even charge for the offset, where a lot of places charge for the offset. They charged to put on the hubcap pieces that hold the hubcaps on. It was just standard stock price for the wheel. So it was a really good deal getting it from them. US wheel, I like them. I like the look. For me, this is the type of look I like and type of wheel I went with. They're 17s I think the front's a 17/8 and the back's a 17/9. Have a great one. Bye. All right, vintage air conditioning. It's real nice. I've used them before. They get really cold. This is how it fits in. You're going to have this piece down here. It's going to be showing. Unless a lot of people, they'll make a cover. I just leave them. It doesn't bother me. It's made to go in, and they have a lot of stuff goes in the glove box. I don't have a glove box, so I do some modification of a bracket, and I put its controller here, all working well. Other thing is I had to use the bottom vents. I was going to put some vents up here, but the wiper, I got an electric wiper motor, and it hits everything, so I had to leave all that space out. I did get the vent here. I do like, let me get over here, right about the shaking. This is their top of the line controller, and what's really nice about it, just runs, you know, a little ribbon wire over to the controller, and that's it. This whole thing is really set up nice. I mean, not many wires for setting it up. What I'm going to do is show you how it looks on the inside of the engine. I'm going to pause for a second because I need two hands to do this. All right, I'm back. There's a couple things I want to show you. I use the bottom mount because with the LS it had enough space because I you know, changed the to a TCI, so I had enough space for it. So I have my bottom mount just like you would in regular LS3, and it fits down there. They give you a really nice setup for that. I'll try to take a picture of that in a second. You know, all the hoses go in. See if I can turn this light in that direction, and you can see how they connect in. You got your two heat hose, and then your air conditioning, and the one in the middle there, I don't know if you can see that, is the drip line. The condenser fits real nice. You know, it fits real nice in there. They give you a nice, I mean, all this stuff is a real nice fit, and I like it. It's real easy to put in. So that's vintage air, and it gets cold. So that's another good thing here in Texas. It gets to 100 degrees, and you can drive this thing, and it's going to keep it cool. Have a great one. So I got my drive shaft in, some Denny's drive shaft. It's out of New York. Really nice. I had to go with the slip because if you're using a 6L80E, they don't have a yoke that goes into the transmission. So I use a Sonic adapter and his drive shaft. Real nice. It's a slip drive shaft, so it's got a slip yoke built into the drive shaft, so you can see right there. And he guarantees these, and he does a really good job of balancing them out and everything. But just wanted to show you that.